it's time to talk about some gimmick forms. And you know what? I kind of like the idea of this because I've never actually done and looked at all of these until pretty much right now. So what are the ugliest gimmick forms in all of Pokemon? Well, to be completely honest with you, I don't know. But we're going to find out right now. So without further ado, let's talk about the ugliest gimmick forms that have ever been invented. And we're going to start, obviously, Generation 1. We've got Megas. We've got G-Max forms as well. The ugliest Mega / G-Max form for Generation 1 is quite obviously Gengar. Gengar, quite simply, just opens up his mouth really, really loud and really, really largely. And I just finished doing the serious video, and I'm sitting here still doing the serious bit like that's what I'm supposed to do. Hold on. Let me take a sip of water. Hold on. We're going to be real good. 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Gengar's just an abomination. Like, at the end of the day, how could you sit here and say, oh, this is a cool idea, people are going to like this? No one enjoyed this. Generation 2, it's obviously Mega Scizor. No, it's not. It's Mega Heracross. It's Mega Heracross, man. When you introduce Megas and you give one of the best Pokemon in the entire game, one of the most loved Pokemon in the entire game, a Mega Evolution, and you take away everything that's cool about Heracross, that's where Mega Heracross comes from. I was so disappointed I didn't even want to use it. Generation 3. Oh, look at this. Let's take Mawile, a Pokemon everybody hates, and just give it another random head, tail, mouth thing. Great idea. Generation 4. What's the worst gimmick form? Just a few Megas here. It is probably Mega Abomasnow. Nobody asked for it. Abomasnow is a really cool Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of went from looking like a Yeti to looking like just a big blob with a bunch of fur. I don't really know what they were going with. I like Abomasnow, but that didn't work. Generation 6. Oh, what did they do to you, buddy? Oh, no. What have they done to you? My poor trash boy. What have they done? I've never seen this before. Is this a G-Max form? What did they do to him? How dare you do this to him? Generation 6. We have all the Megas we're allowed to choose from. It's obviously Mega Heracross. Generation 7. Okay, so we get some Alolan forms. Okay. We get some Megas as well. I think we just get Alolan forms is all we get to choose from. Okay. Well, it is probably then... what is it? Is it Alolan Persian? Or is it... I like the rest of these. I do, including Executor. I'm going Alolan Persian. I think they really just took a really cool Pokemon, which is what Persian was. They just made it look very derpy, and they just ruined it, to be honest, for me, because of that. And I have no other explanation more than that. Like, they just took its face and they just made it look like Garfield. And why on earth would you... Maybe that's what they were going for. Maybe they wanted it to look like Garfield. I don't know. It looks terrible. Generation 8. Now we have all the G-Max forms and some Galarian forms and some Hisuian forms as well. I have to scroll over to get all these. I can't even get all these on one screen. Honestly, I think I want to focus more on G-Max forms. It's one thing if you change the design altogether and make it look really cool. It's another thing if you just take it and you make it bigger, which is what they did with a lot of these. They made, this Corviknight just became bigger. Turtle Boy just became bigger. Kufant, I think is his name, just became bigger. Tower Guy just became bigger. Eternatus turned into a hand. They have definitely messed up a little bit. But actually, I'm not going to focus on the G-Max forms because Galarian Ponyta is a thing. And at the end of the day, why is this what they went with? Did anybody ask for this? Nobody asked for this. Generation 9. I want to say, so just so you guys are aware, I have used the username Wigs for going on maybe 10 years at this point. So when they take Diglett and they change his name to Wiglet, I'm like, this Pokemon is for me, man. I got to use this thing. This Pokemon is for me. Right? And unfortunately for me, this thing sucks. And so when I played Pokemon Scarlet for the first time, I had a Wiglet on my team. And it was slow, or maybe was able to get one move off because it was fast enough, and then get one shot by everything, whether I was 10 levels above it or not. Same with Wugtrio. It was really disappointing for a Pokemon that I thought was going to be really cool, and I really only liked it because of the name, because it was basically, it was destined for me to have that Pokemon, you know what I mean? For it to be called Wiglet, I have to use it, you know what I mean? But it didn't matter. Didn't matter. Not to mention, if I evolve Wiglet, I can nickname it Wigs because it's 3 of them. It's perfect. It works perfectly. But, unfortunately, that didn't work out. Wiglet sucked, and it's definitely the worst of all of them. But what is the worst of the worst? Well, it's Mega Heracross. I can't get over it. Really disappointed. Really, really disappointed. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Here's the list. I'm scrolling up slowly. Scrolling up slowly. There it is. We're going to do the ugliest legendaries next. See you guys then.